Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is my next Focus On video. My Little Pony Make Your Mark, the map to the Dragonlands. Well, I guess I've already spoiled it for people who haven't seen Chapter 5 yet, but for those who haven't seen Chapter 5 yet, you probably shouldn't watch the rest of this video until you do. So being the pony analyst that I am, I couldn't help but look at this map and see what we could learn about the Dragonlands and possibly how we might even get to the Dragonlands. So we're actually going to start off with this image, and the first significant thing is, in the bottom left-hand corner is the lighthouse. Unfortunately, yes, the lighthouse is no more, but clearly this map has been around for a very, very long time, and the lighthouse appears to have been a landmark of Maritime Bay for probably equally long. So I'm actually surprised by this, and I'm even more surprised by it looks like there's a route to the Dragonlands from Maritime Bay. Because if you look below the lighthouse, there looks like what could be a cave with almost a tunnel network, and this line is actually indicating the route that you have to go through to actually get to the Dragonlands. So it looks like there's almost an underground / undersea tunnel that connects Maritime Bay to the Dragonlands. So ooh. My first thought was that they were going to get in the Mairstream and they were just going to fly there, but it looks like they might actually be taking like a tunnel there. So be sure to bring your helmet and extra batteries for your lamp, because probably going to be doing a lot of spelunking. It's also kind of interesting that there's a couple of other tunnels that lead off in other directions. One kind of looks like it kind of goes towards the direction of Zephyr Heights. I guess the other tunnel is kind of heading south, I guess? Sort of past Maritime Bay, so interesting. So there's actually some fun references to Friendship is Magic here. This sea monster kind of reminds me of the sea monster that was in the very first episode of Friendship is Magic. The quote-unquote map compass is actually Twilight Sparkle's cutie mark, so kind of looks like in the top left corner that these could be sea ponies of some kind, so some interesting and yet appropriate references to Friendship is Magic. So now switching to this image, because I think it's a little bit clearer, and because it's a little bit more in the middle, I guess. So now that we've zoomed in a little bit, first thing that strikes me when I look at this map is this thing that's practically highlighted in this big circle is what appears to be the Dragonstone. So that location is probably where the mountain was that Opaline took the Dragonstone from, and in this chapter we've actually seen the Dragonlands. Basically confirms that this location was in fact in the Dragonlands, and considering this is the Dragonstone, that wasn't too surprising. At first it doesn't feel like there's anything too striking about this island. I mean, it's a island with a jungle, but there does appear to be a few locations that are kind of interesting. It appears that this mountain may have like a lake in it of some kind. There's a mountain with what appears to be a very large cave. There's a few paths that kind of lead to this plateau thing, a bay up in the top right hand corner. Of course, this is the Dragonlands, so there's not really any cities or towns or anything of that kind. It appears to be mostly jungle, but it looks like that path that starts off in Maritime Bay probably goes all the way under the ocean, through the caves and everything, to the Dragonlands, through the jungle to what could either be the Dragonstone or maybe another cave of some sort. So I guess that's actually an interesting thing in itself, is that, yeah, this is basically just a map of the whole of the Dragonlands, but there's clearly this path that's leading us to something. So whatever's at the end of this path is probably pretty important to whatever happens next to the dragons. So so it's going to be interesting to see what the ponies, or who the ponies might be finding at the end of this path. So while this map may not be revealing anything specific about the island of Scaly other than this location that the path is clearly trying to lead the ponies, overall I still like this map. It's actually very interesting to see the whole of this island and what could possibly be awaiting the ponies when they go there. But in any case, I'm looking forward to seeing the island of Scaly and where this map will take the ponies and what awaits them. So that is the end of my Focus On video on Make Your Mark and the map to the Dragonlands. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong, and pony on. Blue Star out.